Okay, here's an interesting project. We have a bunch of these, what is this, 18650 batteries, and I got a bunch of battery holders, a whole bunch of them, and I wonder what happens if I put them all together, and so we can put them all in series. This is 4 in series. I couldn't find any bigger than 4, and make it up to like, what, over 100 volts or so. So we can maybe do some interesting things with that. Let's try taking these things. We'll just start sticking them into these battery holders like so. Make sure we get them the right way. And I still got more. I'm just charging them up. I can only charge up 2 at a time because I didn't get a bigger charger than that. And there we go. So let's test them on the voltmeter to see how much voltage we got. Okay, so I have one block of these 4 batteries, and I'm just testing it on the voltmeter, and it looks like it's 16.48 volts per block, and that's pretty good because I think the batteries are only claiming to be 3.7. They must charge up higher at full charge. Okay, and so we're going to get a bunch of these blocks. I got some stacked up. The thing I'm going to be a little bit cautious about is that you don't want these leads to touch together, that's for sure, because these batteries can probably catch on fire if you shorted them out. I don't know. So I'm taping up one of the leads at least, and we'll start stacking them up over here. So I've got 3 done already, and we'll see if we can make a giant power supply out of lithium batteries. See what we can do with that. Should be interesting. Okay, so I removed all the batteries from my battery holders because I didn't want to get shocked when I'm soldering this thing together. So I have 8 of these pallets of 4 batteries each. Okay, and a bazillion of these battery, what do you call it? Ultra Fire. Let's take a look at these. 18650. 9900 milliamp hours, 3.7 volts. Okay, so we'll see if we can add these up to be about 100 volts and do some interesting things with portable battery pack here. Okay, so what I'm going to do is these are all in series, so it's adding up the voltage as I showed earlier, and we'll hook the red one to the blue one, and let me get my soldering iron down here in position. Okay, so we have, okay, the red and the blue wire here, and I'll just twist them together, and, okay, then we'll just get some solder on that, and solder those together. We'll just go right down the line and solder all these in series. Then we'll try sticking the batteries in and see what kind of voltage we get out of this thing. Should be interesting. Okay, so there's the first one. So we put these 2 in series, and then we'll get another one. And we'll do the same on down the line. Red to black, and I have to put the camera down while I do some serious work here. And then we'll put all the batteries in there and see what kind of voltage we get. Okay. Oh, one more thing you're going to probably want to do is I have some electrical tape here. Just probably want to cover up these loose contacts here, these open contacts, so you don't get shocked once the high voltage gets on there, because you get your finger across 2 of those that are far enough apart and it will probably shock you pretty good. Okay, yeah, you definitely don't want to get shocked by this thing, because anything above 60 volts, remember, can kill you. If it goes through one hand and out the other hand, it goes through your heart and it will kill you by stopping your heart. So be very careful, not do that. Never touch high voltage circuits with both hands. Okay, I think I have all these soldered up in series. And so let me just start putting these batteries back into these battery holder trays. Okay, and we'll see what kind of voltage we can get out of this thing. Hopefully over 100 volts. And I'll measure it on the voltmeter, and then we'll try to do some interesting things with this to see how much power this battery can put out. Okay. Anyway, let me put down the camera so I can stick these batteries in. Okay, so here's our super lithium battery pack. Let me get this tab thing out of the way. Oh, come on. Okay, here's our super lithium battery pack. I have 8 trays, 4 batteries per tray, all in series. And let's touch, I got the red plugged to the red, and we'll touch the black to the black over here. We'll see what we get. Looks like, here, let me get a good 131.7 volts. Wow, huh? Pretty good, huh? Bet we could do some neat stuff with this. Okay. Turn that a little bit so we can see it better. That's the problem, it's glaring off that light. Okay. $131 volts. Okay, should be pretty interesting to see what this can do. Okay, so here we have, what is this? This is 53 watt incandescent light bulb. Okay, and I hooks up some clip leads to the plug there, and we'll just touch this other one to the other contact and see what happens. Woof! Wow, look at that. Looks like we can put out quite a bit of power with this. Okay, so here is a Dremel tool, and a lot of people don't realize this, but a lot of power tools, not all of them, and if you don't have the right type, you're going to ruin your tool, so you better make sure. A lot of power tools are an AC/DC motor, which means that they will run on DC electricity. They have brushes in there, and so the fields are generated in the rotor and the stator always have the same relationship to each other, because the as it spins, it has little brushes that change the commutation, the direction of the electricity flowing, so it determines which way the motor flows. And a lot of power tools actually are AC/DC motors, and I believe this one is. It's got brushes in there, and so if we just run DC into this guy, it should spin, right? Oh. And we can definitely power this Dremel tool off of our battery pack. So pretty neat, huh? Portable lithium battery pack for all sorts of different crazy things. But if you do have an AC motor and you try to do this, it will burn the AC motor out, because the AC motors depend on the induction to create a certain type of resistance, a reactive resistance against the current and limit it. And DC would not have any reactance, so it would just build up current through the windings until it burns them out. So you want to be careful that you make sure you have a AC/DC motor like what's in this Dremel tool. Anyway, I'm thinking about gluing these onto some kind of plexiglass piece of plexiglass, I don't know what you want to call it. It's more of a stick, flat stick or something, flat plate, and so I don't have to kind of carry these around in a jumbled mess. Make them into a single unified battery pack, and it should be very interesting. You can use this for a lot of projects where you need high volt, or 110 volts, 120 volts DC, and have it be portable. Okay, should be very interesting. Anyway, okay, so anyway, I found this piece of plexiglass here, and we have a hot glue gun here, and so I was thinking about just taking these battery packs and just gluing them down to this, and we'll just try that, see how that works out. Take some hot glue and glue it, stick it all down here. Oh, need some more glue sticks. We got some more glue sticks in there. And we'll glue this down. Get glue all over here. Okay. And let's see. Okay. And let's try sticking this guy to that. Get it lined up. Okay. Looks like it's stuck down pretty well. And we'll just go on down the line and try to glue the rest of them onto this stick and see how that works out. Okay. Okay, I got the next one on. Oh, I just wanted to point out, before I started doing this project, I did take out one battery, which breaks the circuit, so hopefully I won't get shocked. But I didn't feel like taking out all the batteries, which is the safest thing to do, but one battery should break the circuit since they're all in series. Okay, so got two glued on. I'll keep on gluing some more until we get the whole thing finished. Okay. Okay, so it looks like I got the top row all glued on, and I think what I'll do is I'll flip it over and glue the other ones on the other side. Okay. See the glue from through the plexiglass. Okay, so let me do that. I'll get that flipped over, and I'm going to be careful about this because I don't want to get zapped. Okay. Okay, so here I just flip this guy over, and I think we're ready to start on the second row. So I'll just put that down there and start putting some more stripes of hot glue down. Get this thing all glued up, and then we'll put our next battery pack onto that. Make sure the wires are oriented the right way. Okay. There. And there we go. We'll just go right down the line and glue the rest of them on. Okay, get the next one ready. Okay, so I think I just finished just hot gluing these things on, and the good thing about hot glue is it dries very quick, and it looks like we have a portable battery pack. It's actually kind of heavy. Ooh. Yeah, definitely. Definitely kind of heavy. Okay. It should be pretty nice to use on some projects. Okay. Anyway, we'll test it out on something quickly. Okay, anyway, here is our high power flashlight. I just have a 65 watt bulb attached to my lithium ion bank here. And let's just take a look at this and see if this thing works. Okay. Oh, should I grab this thing? Oh boy. Let's see. Let's be careful. Okay, so here's my high power flashlight. Okay. And there we go. Oh. Anyway, this is definitely going to be an interesting power supply to use. And this is Dr. Janes, and thanks for watching.